Hi everyone, good morning. Today is Sunday, July 2nd, and I will have to share that today is actually my born day, my birthday, my Earth Day, whatever you want to call it. I was born on this day back in 1972. So, I was just kind of wondering about some things and saying to myself, oh, should I tell people how old I am and all this kind of crap. But at the end of the day, I, I have some sort of like opinions, I guess, or I'm not sure if they're really reservations, but aging. Like, what is this thing called aging? And I know within my own family, like my grandmother in her 80s, she had no wrinkles, and she was still doing farming. She never went to school ever in her life, and she was a really problematic person at times, but I think that when I educated myself about the impacts of generations of colonization and the residue related to like religion terrorism and a lot of things that were imposed on us as a community. I identify with the black community, so I'll proudly say black, particularly in Jamaica. There was a lot of things that were done to black women, dark-skinned black families, related to sort of this religion terrorism. So when I started learning about these kinds of things and educating myself further about, systems of oppression and, just like ways to sort of see the problem first and even question if I can see the problem and, or if I can even see a problem. And I've never really had a problem with that. Like, even when I was like a girl growing up, raised in Western Canada in the prairies of Alberta, I just never really sort of like would buy into things blindly. I would always question things. And so I was reading some like viewing some videos or whatever on the internet, and I was also like just thinking about like stuff related to what have I done in my life, and how am I progressing, and I really have to thank some people that I had to work with in order to sort of see that there is really something special about me. So on your birthday, instead of like going out to like these places to go get high or go get drunk, me personally, I don't drink, I don't smoke. I've always been very involved in sport, and the particular kind of sport that I've been involved with is athletics or track and field. I did 100s, 200s, I did relays, I also did high jump and long jump, and I did try shot put. And I just find that with that athletic background, you really gain a sense of sort of the importance of managing your own physical wellness, spiritual wellness, and like sort of an intellectual wellness. So on that note, it is my birthday, and it was scary because I'm like, oh my goodness, like 45, 55. So in 20 years, I'll be of the age of retirement. And then I'm like, wow, like, look at all of this white supremacist, patriarchy, religion, terrorism, biomedical profiling stuff that has actually been imposed on me. I'm actually not a bad person. I do follow rules. I also question things, and I'm certainly not subservient to, like, this whole thing about, black women being sort of these sluts and, just only good to be in, like, domestic type jobs, cleaning up white folk or white women's shit. So, yeah, so I was just like, wow, 20 years I'll be, well, they say the retirement age, but in our culture, we actually don't retire. We'll be working until we're like 1,000 years old, and, it's like, I I don't follow the ways of sort of this supremacy of whiteness culture. So, you know, I have been wronged, and you know, I have goals in my life now. Before, I just never really understood how to put things together to determine, like, you know, if I could be an actress, or if I could be like a screenwriter, or if I could be like a, you know, a director of like policy, or you know, a person who actually teaches in the university. And funny thing was that when I was in my 20s, I actually taught a course about economics and budgeting for 7 years with a very, very prominent executive in the oil and gas sector in back in Alberta, so southern Alberta. So yeah, like, you know, there's things that I'll be thinking about today. It's funny because I said, you know what, for the month of July, I'm going to make this my birth month, and I'm really going to celebrate, you know, the way I have empowered myself over the years, the way I've had to deal with oppression, and the way that I've actually learned to, you know, be okay with who I am, and sort of reach out to, you know, those elements, I guess, that really bring flower, really make me flower and make me, you know, feel good about myself. So on that note, I wanted to say thank you for watching my videos. And this particular piece is me just trying to intersect USA Black feminism with, you know, ways to identify different types of oppressions, and then look at like strategies to deal with these types of oppressions. So on that note, thank you so much for watching my videos. And it's a beautiful sunny day in the global economic north. Today I actually have a writing class. I attend this writing class every Sundays, and it's really nice because I'm actually working on putting a lot of my discourse work together in book form, and making my the production of my knowledge based on ethics, probably related to stuff related to critical epistemologies. I'm actually making this stuff more accessible in book form so that people can, maybe have a way to actually find themselves by identifying with someone who looks like them, that actually cares about them, and also in their personal life walks the same kind of life. So on that note, thank you so much for watching my videos, and I do appreciate your comments. I'm really working on trying to respond to a lot of comments, because I get awesome comments and I'm like, wow, this is great. This can actually help me, you know, improve or modify or expand my horizons around, my intellectual horizons around how do you actually respond to people. Do you just like pretend to be nice, or do you, you know, respond with sort of the guidance of your spirit? And when I refer to spirit, I mean spirit in a non-religion way. So thank you for watching my videos. Have yourself a really nice day today, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.